You've probably been told to eat more carrots if you want to protect your eyes. And sure, carrots are great. But what if I told you there's something even better? Something your doctor might have never mentioned. Something not sold in pharmacies, not advertised on TV, and not wrapped in flashy packaging. What if the real secret to sharper vision after 60 was hidden inside something so small that most people just toss it aside? I'm talking about seeds. Yep, seeds. Tiny, crunchy, nutrient-packed powerhouses that most of us completely overlook. But science is starting to catch up, and what it's showing is nothing short of amazing. Certain seeds, when eaten regularly, can help slow down age-related eye problems. Things like blurry vision, dry eyes, even macular degeneration. And the best part? They're cheap, easy to add to your daily routine, and 100% natural. In this video, we're diving into 7 of the most powerful seeds for your eyes, ranked from good to best based on real research and clinical data. If you're in your 50s, 60s, or beyond, and you want to keep your eyesight strong for years to come, this is something you don't want to miss. Here's something most people don't realize until it happens to them. Your eyesight doesn't just fade overnight, it wears down quietly over the years. By the time you hit your 60s, your eyes have already been through a lifetime of wear and tear, even if you've never worn glasses before. You might start noticing the little things, like needing more light to read, or how headlights at night suddenly feel way too bright. Or maybe it's the way your eyes get dry after dinner, tired in the afternoon, or strained just from checking your phone too often. These aren't random annoyances, they're early signals. Your eyes are telling you they're working harder than they used to and not recovering like they used to. And for most people over 60, that's just the beginning. Because age-related vision problems aren't rare, they're the norm. We're talking about things like macular degeneration, where the center of your vision becomes blurry and distorted, making it harder to read or recognize faces. Or cataracts, where the lens of your eye slowly turns cloudy, like a windshield you can't wipe clean, no matter how many times you blink. Then there's glaucoma, the silent thief of sight that creeps in by damaging your optic nerve, sometimes without any warning at all. And let's not forget diabetic retinopathy, where years of high blood sugar cause the tiny blood vessels in your retina to leak or even burst. Now here's the important part. It's not just about getting older. Most of this damage is driven by oxidative stress, chronic inflammation, and missing nutrients. So no, vision loss is not inevitable. In many cases, it's preventable and even slowable, when you give your eyes the tools they need to defend themselves. Here's something eye doctors don't always emphasize enough. Your vision isn't just about age or genetics, it's also about what you feed your body every single day. The tissues in your eyes are some of the most metabolically active in your entire body, which means they need constant nourishment to function and repair themselves properly. And unlike other organs, your eyes are directly exposed to light, oxidative stress, and environmental toxins almost 24 hours a day, every single day of your life. That's why your eyes rely so heavily on specific nutrients, especially antioxidants, essential fatty acids, and minerals that protect your retina, lens, and optic nerve. Now here's the twist. Many of these exact nutrients are packed inside seeds, those tiny little things we often overlook or toss to the side of the plate. Seeds are concentrated sources of plant-based nutrition, offering powerful combinations of omega-3 salt, zinc, vitamin E, lutein, and polyphenols that your eyes desperately need. And the best part? They don't cost a fortune, they don't come with side effects, and you don't need a prescription to add them to your breakfast. Unlike eye drops or surgery, these nutrients work from the inside out, helping your eyes heal, protect, and adapt as you age, one meal at a time. When eaten consistently, certain seeds have been shown to reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and even slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration. So, before you spend big money on the latest supplement or fancy a health program, ask yourself, are you giving your eyes the basics they've been missing? Top 7 seeds for vision. Number 7. Pumpkin seeds. Let's kick off the list with a small but mighty contender, pumpkin seeds. They're crunchy, easy to find, and one of nature's richest sources of eye-friendly minerals. You might think of them as just a full snack or something tossed on a salad, but pumpkin seeds are actually loaded with zinc, a critical mineral for eye health. Why does zinc matter so much? Because it helps carry vitamin A to your retina, which your eyes need to produce melanin, a pigment that protects your vision cells. As you age, low zinc levels are linked to trouble seeing in dim light, slower visual processing, and even increased damage to the macula, the sharpest part of your vision. Just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds gives you around 7 milligrams of zinc, which is higher than most other plant-based foods, especially useful if you don't eat a lot of meat. They also bring in vitamin E and lutein, both known for their ability to reduce inflammation and protect the macula from oxidative stress and light damage. In one large clinical study, people who consumed more zinc and lutein together had a 25% lower risk of advanced macular degeneration over 5 years. That's a big deal. But here's the catch: roasted or salted pumpkin seeds lose some of their antioxidants, so the best way to eat them is raw or lightly toasted at low heat. You can sprinkle them on your morning oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or use pumpkin seed butter if you have trouble chewing or digesting seeds. 2 tablespoons a day might not change your vision overnight, but your retina will thank you, quietly and gradually, with more resilience where it matters most. Number 6. Fennel seeds. Now let's talk about a seed that's probably hiding in the back of your spice rack: fennel seeds. They're tiny, fragrant, and surprisingly powerful when it comes to eye health. If your eyes often feel dry, tired, or slightly puffy after meals, it might not just be your age. It could be a sign of low-grade inflammation from poor blood sugar control. That's where fennel seeds come in. They've been used in traditional medicine for centuries, and modern science is finally catching up with what they can do. Fennel seeds are packed with flavonoids and vitamin C, both known for their ability to fight oxidative stress and protect the tiny blood vessels behind your eyes. In fact, studies show fennel extract can help lower intraocular pressure, improve blood flow to the retina, and even reduce early signs of glaucoma, at least in animal models. They also contain anatole, a natural plant compound that's been shown to ease inflammation, reduce swelling, and support better tear production, which is great for dry eyes. For something so small, they do a lot. And they're easy to use. Just steep a teaspoon in hot water after meals to make a gentle, digestion-friendly fennel tea. Some folks even chew fennel seeds raw to freshen their breath and soothe their eyes at the same time. It's simple, but consistent use is key. Try using fennel tea daily for a few weeks, especially if you spend a lot of time reading or using screens. You may notice less eye strain and better moisture. It may not be a miracle, but it's a habit that works quietly in the background, nourishing your eyes 1 cup at a time. Number 5. Sunflower seeds. Coming in at number 5, we've got a snack you've probably eaten 100 times: sunflower seeds. But here's the thing: most people eat them the wrong way. Roasted, salted, and sometimes coated in flavored dust, they might taste good, but they've already lost some of the nutrients your eyes actually need. When eaten raw and unsalted, sunflower seeds are one of the best natural sources of vitamin E, an antioxidant that protects the cells in your retina from free radical damage. According to the age-related eye disease study funded by the National Eye Institute, vitamin E played a major role in slowing down macular degeneration in high-risk seniors. But sunflower seeds don't stop at vitamin E. They also contain selenium, zinc, and copper, 3 trace minerals that help keep the retina and optic nerve functioning properly. Without enough of these nutrients, your eyes may suffer from poor night vision, light sensitivity, and gradual thinning of the macula, the center of your sharpest focus. Just 1 ounce of raw sunflower seeds gives you nearly half your daily vitamin E requirement and a meaningful dose of those hard-to-get trace minerals. They're also incredibly versatile. You can toss them into yogurt, blend them into smoothies, or stir them into your morning oatmeal for a quick eye health upgrade. Some folks even make their own seed butter blends, combining sunflower seeds with chia or flax for an anti-inflammatory snack that's easy to digest. When it comes to affordable, no-fuss nutrition for your eyes, sunflower seeds are seriously underrated, but your retina knows better. Number 4. Chia seeds. At number 4, we've got one of the most versatile superfoods out there, chia seeds. And when it comes to eye health, these tiny black seeds punch way above their weight. Chia seeds are rich in alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, a plant-based omega-3 that your body can convert, at least partially, into DHA, the fat that makes up your retina. DHA is critical. It forms nearly 60% of the photoreceptor cells in your eyes, and low levels have been directly linked to macular degeneration and retinal thinning. One study published in Investigative Ophthalmology and Visual Science found that seniors with higher DHA intake had a 38% lower risk of advanced macular degeneration. That's huge. But chia seeds do more than just support your retina. They also help stabilize your blood sugar, which is essential if you're trying to protect against diabetic eye damage. When soaked in water, chia seeds form a gel-like texture thanks to their soluble fiber, which helps slow digestion and reduce blood sugar spikes after meals. This matters because elevated blood sugar, even if it's only mildly high, can damage the tiny blood vessels in your retina and increase inflammation over time. Chia seeds act like a silent bodyguard, shielding those delicate capillaries while delivering essential fats and antioxidants your eyes need to stay resilient. For best results, soak 1 to 2 tablespoons of chia seeds overnight, then stir them into your morning smoothie, oatmeal, or yogurt for a slow-release boost. They may not look like much, but don't be fooled. Chia seeds are one of nature's most reliable allies in the fight to protect aging eyes. Number 3. Nigella seeds black seed. Coming in at number 3, we've got a seed with ancient roots and modern science to back it up. Nigella seeds, also known as black seed or black cumin. These tiny black seeds have been used for centuries in Middle Eastern and Asian medicine, but today researchers are taking a serious look at their effects on eye health. The magic lies in a compound called thymoquinone, a powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory agent that targets the optic nerve and retina to critical areas for vision. One clinical study found that black seed oil reduced intraocular pressure by 24% in glaucoma patients within just 6 weeks of consistent use. That's not a small number. Glaucoma often sneaks up without symptoms, slowly damaging the optic nerve, so any natural support for eye pressure and circulation is a big win, especially for seniors. Nigella also boosts nitric oxide levels, which helps relax blood vessels and improve oxygen flow to the retina, a key factor in preventing vision loss from poor circulation. You won't feel this happening immediately, but inside, your eyes are getting more oxygen, more nutrients, and less strain on the delicate neural pathways that keep vision clear. To get the benefits, you can chew a small pinch of seeds raw or mix half a teaspoon of cold-pressed black seed oil into warm water with honey. Many people find it easy to stir into tea or drizzle over roasted veggies. Just make sure it's from a high-quality, organic source to preserve the active compounds. If you stick with it, black seed may help ease visual fatigue, support pressure balance, and quietly strengthen your optic nerve, especially as the years add up. Number 2. Fenugreek seeds. Now let's talk about a golden little seed with a big reputation, fenugreek. Known in ancient Ayurvedic medicine as a healing herb, modern science is catching up fast. Fenugreek seeds are rich in antioxidants like lutein, a carotenoid that concentrates in your macula, the tiny part of your retina responsible for sharp, central vision. Lutein acts like natural sunglasses for your eyes, absorbing harmful blue light and protecting your retina from long-term sun and screen-related damage. But fenugreek's real superpower lies in blood sugar control. One study found it could lower glucose levels by up to 30%, which is critical for eye protection. That's because diabetic retinopathy, a leading cause of blindness, starts when high blood sugar weakens the tiny blood vessels behind your eyes, causing them to leak or rupture. Fenugreek helps stabilize those sugar swings, reducing inflammation and glycation, the process where sugar sticks to proteins and damages tissue, including the lens and retina. It also has mild anti-inflammatory properties, which may help reduce redness, irritation, and general eye fatigue, especially in the late afternoon. To use it properly, soak 1 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds overnight, then drink the water on an empty stomach in the morning or grind them into powder for soups and stews. Some people roast them lightly to cut the bitterness, but the soaked version tends to retain more of the active nutrients and works best for absorption. Taken consistently, fenugreek can be a quiet game changer for anyone managing blood sugar while wanting to protect vision clarity as the years go by. Number 1. Flaxseed. Finally, at the very top of our list, we have a true powerhouse when it comes to protecting aging eyes: flaxseed. This seed is small, but don't underestimate it. Flax seeds are packed with alpha-linolenic acid ALA, a plant-based omega-3 that your body can convert into DHA, the structural fat that makes up your retina. Low levels of DHA have been linked to everything from blurry vision and poor contrast sensitivity to increased risk of macular degeneration in older adults. One long-term study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that high ALA intake was associated with a 40% lower risk of advanced macular degeneration. That's not just encouraging, it's actionable. It means something as simple as a tablespoon of ground flaxseed could help defend your eyesight year after year. But flaxseed doesn't stop there. It's also known to reduce inflammation in the delicate capillaries that feed your retina, especially if you're dealing with high blood pressure. Inflamed or leaky blood vessels can cause fluid buildup in the retina, leading to swelling, distorted vision, and long-term retinal damage if left unchecked. Flaxseed's anti-inflammatory compounds work silently behind the scenes, helping to reinforce those fragile vessels and reduce oxidative pressure from the inside out. Now here's the key: whole flax seeds are hard to digest. If you want the full benefit, always use freshly ground flaxseed and store it in the fridge to keep the oils stable. Try adding a tablespoon to your yogurt, oatmeal, or smoothie each morning. It may not taste like much, but it's quietly doing big things for your eyes. How do we know which foods actually help your eyes? At this point, you might be wondering, how do we decide which foods are actually good for your eyes and which ones are just health fads in disguise? It's a fair question. Not all nutrients are created equal, and not every trendy superfood delivers real benefits where your vision needs it most. So to keep things simple, we looked at 5 science-based criteria, 5 things that matter most when it comes to long-term eye protection. The first is antioxidant power. Because as we age, oxidative stress damages the retina, the macula, and the lens, often silently, before symptoms even show up. Any food that helps neutralize free radicals and calm inflammation gets a big check mark in this category, especially those rich in vitamin E, C, and polyphenols. Second, we look at whether the food contains key structural nutrients like lutein, zeaxanthin, and omega-3 south that support the physical integrity of your retina. These compounds act like natural eye armor, helping you absorb less blue light and maintain sharp, central vision as you age. Third, blood sugar balance. High glucose levels can wreck your retina over time, so foods that help flatten sugar spikes are incredibly valuable for protecting your eyes. Fourth, we consider microcirculation or blood flow to the eyes. Without good circulation, your retina can't get the oxygen and nutrients it needs to function or repair itself. And finally, this one's important, we look at the quality of scientific evidence. Has this food been studied in real people, in clinical settings, with measurable outcomes? Which seeds actually came out on top? Let's rank them. Now that we've walked through all 7 seeds, it's time to answer the big question, which ones actually offer the most powerful protection for aging eyes. We took all 5 criteria: antioxidants, retina support, blood sugar impact, circulation, and clinical evidence, and scored each seed from 0 to 2 points per category. That gives a maximum score of 10, and trust me, a couple of these seeds did way better than most people would expect. So let's go from the bottom up, starting with number 7 on the scoreboard. Fennel seeds came in last with 4.5 out of 10. They're helpful for circulation and mild inflammation, but the research in humans is still pretty limited right now. Tied at number 5, we've got pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds, both with a 5 out of 10, solid sources of zinc and vitamin E, but missing some deeper benefits. At number 4, fenugreek seeds earned 5.5 points thanks to their strong blood sugar control and lutein content, but again, human trials are still catching up. Also, with 5.5 points, nigella seeds came in surprisingly strong, offering eye pressure relief and better oxygen flow to the optic nerve, though mostly shown in early studies. Now here's where it gets exciting. At number 2, chia seeds earned 8 out of 10, combining omega-3s, blood sugar balance, and proven protection for the retina. And finally, flaxseed took the crown with a full 8 out of 10, offering unmatched ALA content, strong anti-inflammatory action, and the best evidence in aging adults. So no, the fanciest or most expensive seed didn't win. Just the one with consistent, proven, retina-deep impact, especially for people over 60. But here's the secret, you don't have to pick just one. The real magic happens when you combine them into a daily routine. So, how do you actually eat all these seeds without overthinking it? Here's the good news, you don't need 7 different meals, a kitchen scale, or a complicated recipe book to turn these seeds into a daily habit. In fact, you can combine all 7 into one simple breakfast that supports your eyes, your blood sugar, and even your energy levels throughout the day. Start with a small bowl of unsweetened Greek yogurt or kefir, something rich in healthy fats and probiotics to help absorb all those fat-soluble nutrients like lutein and ALA. Then stir in 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed. This is your retina's best friend, packed with omega-3 south and anti-inflammatory lignans your eyes crave. Add 1 teaspoon of chia seeds, soaked overnight in a little water until they turn gel-like. This texture helps keep you full and stabilizes your blood sugar beautifully. Now toss in half a teaspoon of black seed nigella for circulation and optic nerve support. The flavor's earthy, but it blends well with yogurt or oats. Next, drain and add 1 teaspoon of soaked fenugreek seeds, which help control glucose and bring in lutein for macular protection. Sprinkle in a few raw pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds for extra zinc, vitamin E, and trace minerals that protect the retina and reduce oxidative stress. If you want to sweeten things up naturally, top it off with blueberries or fresh mango, both rich in eye-protecting antioxidants and gentle on your blood sugar. That's it. 1 bowl, 7 seeds, and a whole lot of protection for the only pair of eyes you've got. If you've made it this far, then you're not like most people. You're someone who actually cares about protecting your eyesight, not just for today, but for years to come. And that matters. Because when it comes to vision, what you do now can make all the difference between clear, comfortable sight and gradual decline you never saw coming. These seeds we talked about today, they're not trends. They're not miracle cures. They're tools, quiet, natural, powerful tools that help your eyes do what they're designed to do: see, focus, and adapt. So start with just one. One small change. 1 tablespoon. 1 teaspoon. Then build from there. A better breakfast. A more stable routine. Your eyes will feel it, one day at a time. If this video gave you something useful, hit the like button so more people can find it too. And don't forget to subscribe for weekly health tips designed specifically for adults over 40, science-backed, no hype, just real help. We'd also love to hear from you in the comments. Which seed are you going to try first this week? Your answers help others get started too, and we read every single one. Thanks again for watching, and here's to clearer days ahead for your eyes and for your life.